we do have some drama this week. I don't know if we want to talk
There's always drama.
We've got I've got the poll up now. Have you liked the stream yet? So far, we have 81% saying yes, of course. I've got you, homie. And then we have 19% saying Robbie's right. FOC and Chill sucks.
You're gonna have a comic journey stream. You're just gonna put the link out there.
No.
This is gonna be FOC and Chill.
No.
Anybody that wants to show up. Nothing wrong with those channels, but they suck. Anyway, moving on.
I don't know if you saw my recent reel from Instagram, but someone sent me a clip of Robbie from Pop Culture Philosophers dropping my name and letting me know that both me and Comic Journey, our channels suck because we have shows where we put the StreamYard link in the chat. So I'm not sure about the logic behind that, but you know, to each their own.
I think he's just trying to remember all the drama came from, was he a real hangout channel? You know, was he a real hangout channel when the awards came?
Well, that was I mean, why involve me? That was CJ talking all that.
I know.
I didn't talk
but
any
like
shit about it.
that's
Keep my name
kind
out your mouth.
I think he's
my
got
name be ringing out, dog.
And hate on the real hangout channels.
Yeah.
You know,
I see it as and I said this in Discord, but like for me, I see it as and I kind of understand it too, is like you have a YouTube channel like mine, which is about comic books, and then you have a YouTube channel like Pop Culture Philosophers, which is about comic books. And you might say, hey, we're both channels about comic books, but I'm not a real YouTuber in the way that Robbie's a real YouTuber, right? I come on here, I go live, I shoot the shit, I hang out. This is a social thing. This is not a work thing. I'm not reading a ton of books. I'm not memorizing things. I'm not putting together scripts. I'm not doing the things that I see Perry do every day, right? I'm just not bringing that sort of effort. This is a shoot the shit, have fun kind of thing for me. And I get the sense from Sticky Goose as well. It's like they have actual videos with ideas that they're putting together, you know, and they're just putting a fuck ton more effort. And I get the sense that like they have a need to differentiate themselves for that reason, right? I'm not the same as these link in the chat shows because
they
I'm
not like us. They not like us.
Yeah, they're not like us. I'm putting actual effort into it where these guys are just, you know, whatever they're doing. And, you know, I can't be mad at that. Where's the lie, right? I mean, Robbie's certainly putting a fuck ton more effort into his channel than I am. So I wouldn't, it would make sense to me if there was like kind of trepidation about putting us on the same level, right?
I don't know, man. I think that you've got the right time to chime in here because the last thing I heard you say about this young gentleman over here is that he makes great clippy doos.
So I think it's one thing, like they both, the content you make versus the content those channels make or whatever, they're totally different means to ends. Okay. Like your other videos talking about it is that, they're doing content to communicate storylines and their kind of an editorial opinion of these were the things that came out. This is what I thought of them, and it's more of, I'm a single person. I'm formatting this package that I will deliver to you that is information. And some of it, you know, my opinion, perhaps maybe most of it. This is, so that's what is the means is him communicating. The ends is to deliver packets of information. Something like this is more about social cohesion, community cohesion, and forming those bonds. So what he's doing, if he wants to form those kinds of bonds, that's not how you do it. But I don't think that that's his ultimate goal. And for you, I think what's more valuable to you is to just find, and correct me if I'm wrong, yes, find good content, but it's more important to you the relationships that have formed, and sort of the connections that comics have allowed us the opportunity to create. So like I
that
think they're just
makes a lot of sense.
two different scenarios.
Yeah,
Apples and oranges.
I completely agree with that assessment, and I think that when you look at, both platforms are video platforms that are viewed by viewers, and I think the difference is that his audience is an audience and your audience is a community. So it's like when you look at that, it's like people are coming here to hang out and see what each other has to say, right? And have a good time doing it. But people aren't going there to hang out. They're going there to watch what they're doing, It's here it's more of a participatory thing, I believe.
Yeah, he's more of a star, whereas I'm just a dude.
Yeah.
I'm just a dude.
Well, and his has like a format here. I'm going to talk about these books. Here, I'm going to assess this that has to do with whatever books. Here, I'm going to talk about the things I liked about these artists, whatever. But he has an agenda. He has it mapped out, and his voice is going to be filling that space. Whereas you want a dialogue or a panel of interaction. And whereas you may learn more about the newest FOCs on theirs, you're not seeing how your mom and them's doing. You know what I mean? Like it's just a little different.
And I've said this before, and there's some friction and it's weird to me, but I do see friction in the community around it. Like,
there's enough
negative
space for everybody. It's so dumb.
Yeah, I've seen, negative comments about what I do here, kind of hostility towards what I do. And
Could you
I
ever
think
imagine them doing an FOC show and blowing off FOC for 70 fucking weeks in a row? Could you ever imagine them doing that though?
Do you think they have the improvisational capability to do that? Because I don't.
I think that everybody has the ability to go off the rails and go with the flow. I think though, if you want to have a more curated product, which is what their shows are, it's a curated product. It's not a community hangout. It's a curated product. So there's a very different
and not a naturally occurring forming.
And I think that if he seriously gives a shit, it's silly. I don't get the impression that it's a serious thing.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
But if it is serious, then that's the silliest thing I could possibly imagine.
It's just like whatever.
Yeah, and I said this on Comic Journeys this morning. Comic Journey brought it up this morning on his channel, and I don't, you never know how serious CJ is.
And to quote CJ.
Yeah. But he seemed like he wanted to be a little more upset about it. Where I was like, it seemed like he was joking, but even if he wasn't joking, I don't need him to like what I do.
That's what.